Imagine the following. You live in a certain area with family, cousins, neighbors, relationships, mutual support, and a pleasant life. Then, at some point, a stranger arrives and draws a line that separates you, saying, "Sorry if we bothered you, but beyond this line is one nation, and in front of it is another. From now on, accept this fact. You do not belong to the same nation. You have no connection with each other. Each side looks for what distinguishes it from the other, and the others are your relatives. This difference is reinforced in the minds of its people. So the distinction is important. This dividing line is sacred for both sides, and anything that enhances its significance and elevates its status in your minds is also sacred. Years pass, and this line transforms into a dividing boundary between the two areas. Walls and barriers, barbed wire, cannons, and machine guns. For what? To protect your area from your cousins, your relatives, while they remain silent? No, of course, they need to protect their nation from you. And if you think of visiting your relatives, it's certainly possible. But why? Illness? Oh, welcome. But please, you need a visa. Do you have a passport? A passport is necessary. Welcome, but it must be valid for at least 6 months. Also, please provide your travel plan. How long will you stay? In which city will you be staying? Inside, outdoors, or by the sea? Have you booked your return? Good, welcome. Feel free to visit your family and siblings. Just a few procedures, and you can visit them. Slogans that glorify the nation, like "Our souls are in this nation, we die to keep the nation alive," are beautiful and have meanings of sacrifice, devotion, and heroism. But what is the nation? Is it this dividing line between me and people with whom I share religion, language, and perhaps lineage and tribe? Does a noble value become trivial because of a line drawn by someone recently? Do you understand that I am deeply committed to values of sacrifice, giving, devotion, and aid until I reach a specific line, and then, that's it, I have nothing to do with you, apologies. Everything collapses at this line. Who benefits here? You or the predators that have taken your sibling alone and might take you next? The concept of the modern nation-state is fundamentally a Western product. They arrived at it after specific circumstances, conflicts within Europe, and among its religious and political components, as well as economic issues, over a long period. The key point is that this Western model was exported as a final product, usable in any time and place with any civilization. Regardless of your history, environment, community, or religion, you can use this model. Copy, paste, and all is well. It was imposed on us, and we excelled in using this product even more than its creators. How? While we were preoccupied with independence and independence celebrations and this exclusivity, Europeans worked for several years on creating a union among their countries and dissolving those boundaries. They succeeded and named it the European Union, which now includes 27 countries with different cultures and languages, 24 official languages. Nevertheless, they found that this union serves the interests of all members. The union's objectives are to enhance the well-being of its citizens and facilitate their movement between countries, granting EU citizens freedom, hope, and justice without internal borders. This is what it states verbatim. So these people who gave us the idea of terrifying borders transcended them and realized that unity is better than division and independence. They united despite their vast differences, while we did not. We clung to the idea and cannot imagine our lives without it. This foreigner could never have imagined that these borders, once drawn on paper, would become a solid barrier limiting the awareness and ambitions of millions of people who share one religion and one book calling them, "Hold fast to the rope of Allah altogether and do not separate, and obey Allah and His Messenger and do not dispute, lest you lose courage and your strength depart." What if we responded to this call? Can we overcome these borders drawn for us, even mentally, or have they become beliefs and absolutes? What if our slogan were, "Wherever the name of Allah is mentioned in a country, I consider it part of my homeland"? Peace be upon you.